had some loners wake me up circling the tent, probably trying to land on those decoys at about 4:30. It's cold out, probably about 26 or 7, I guess. I hear the swans waking up, so I'm gonna make some coffee. I don't want to get out of the sleeping bag though, I'll tell you that. I'm not excited to put my feet in those wet rubber boots, but fire tonight for sure. She definitely froze hard last night. All of our waters froze again. Swan's making a bunch of noise. Cup of coffee, standing in Goose blind, 6 a.m. Well, I don't even have a blind, but whatever. Hunting geese, 6 a.m. Cup of coffee. See what today brings. Might take a little walk and build a snow blind in that drift over there. They're coming. There's an opening right here. They're coming just a little wide of me and going over that snow drift over there, so when everything gets soft and it's easy to shovel, I can dig a hole basically and then build a little wall and sit in it. Let's change it up, do something a little different. Gotta cut some firewood. I'm not sleeping another night in that tent without a wood stove. Fixing up that tent. I have a 0 degree bag, I'm pretty sure it is. Mountain Hardware. Probably 10 years old. Not super used though. I got a little cold. Not bad, but I was zipping that sleeping bag up all the damn way, I'll tell you that. Sometimes I think they're flying around me a little bit here. So they're flying, but I just haven't had any passes yet. Been out here about 40 minutes or so. And just had a couple go wide. I don't want to spook all those birds that are over two drifts over. I don't want to spook them, but I get to kind of get into the flyway here a little better, I will. Well, we're up at this is that opening. They naturally fly down kind of around that tree line a little bit. That's where camp's at, is in the spruce trees right over there. Caught a string on my jacket. 6 geese flying straight towards me. I went to pull up and I got caught on my jacket. Drawstring on my jacket. Holy action. I just had 20 come straight over me when my gun got caught on my string. Ah, just waking up. Oh, there is geese everywhere. But I haven't got one yet. Well, a box of shells later, I finally got my first goose of the day. Little dry spell there. Just snuck up on me. Holy moly. Coming about 5 feet off the snow right here. Couldn't even hardly get turned around. two sugar legs. Should have had them both, but I was twisted up something fierce in the brush, man. You're doing good holding still. Yeah, you're a good boy. Good boy, Thor. My shovel really paid off. Come here. Come here, don't get blood everywhere. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Good dog. The Goose Wizard. Short drop. Brought him in. So when they come, you get way up in it, right up against that wall. And sometimes we'll put a couple of little holes in there so you can kind of keep an eye on where those geese are. But if you sit back in it even 3 feet, they're gonna be able to look over the top of it. So you gotta be right up against it. And you're just kind of anticipating. But when you do it like that, you can really get them coming in low. It's a good way to do it. That was not gonna happen again today, I guarantee you. Everything was flying wide of there. These are birds that have been here now, and if once you shoot at them for a while, especially 2 days, one spot, they get pretty wise pretty quick. Therefore, when you're shooting from these blinds like this, these are the same birds too. So you really want to be picky because they're only going to fly over this spot like they have been for 1 or 2 times of them moving throughout the day, and then they'll go wide over there, or they'll go over there, or they'll go somewhere else. So you don't want to just be sky busting at every single pass. You really want to be picky and just pick out almost those guaranteed-ish birds to try to get as many as you can. This is a perfect thing to do when you're low on ammo and you got to make every shot count. It's a little bit more work, but birds come in low, and it's tried and true. Snowblind. Dig it out of a drift. A little far. Get all excited after missing for a while. Sorry about that. What do you think, Thor? Ready for some lunch and a nap? Midday blues? Huh? Yeah? How about some Polish sausage? How's that sound? Got my cod out here. Lay down in the blind, or next to the decoys anyways. Ended up with 3 geese this morning, so I got 15. It's kind of slowed down here like it does in the middle of the day, but the sun's up. Using this opportunity to air out my sleeping bag, and dry my pants, and just kind of soak up some sun, heat. Take a little nap in the sun, wait for the birds to wake me up. It's tough, but somebody's got to do it. That's the way to wake up from a nap. Glanced out of one eyelid, and I was getting about 6 speckle bellies were coming at me, and I grabbed my shotgun, shot it right off my back. Landed out here in the hunt. Oh boy, nice. These are carry a little bit more fat for whatever reason. We'll call them sugar legs around here, or yellow legs. Really good eating. They're all good eating, but they're our favorite. Okay, the hunt's back on, I guess. I got to cut a little firewood. I had a little lay down, grab some birch bark, get my stove set up, and be ready to have a warmer night tonight. Well, hardest part of the trip so far. Splitting wood, getting my stove and stovepipe put together. Not doing that, but listening to all the geese fly as I do it and having some self-control. Being like, all right, I'm gonna get this done. Even though I want to race back out there and grab my shotgun because they were loud there. Of course, it's gonna be busy. But just gotta clip it together. World's straightest stovepipe. It's one of these roll together type of stovepipes. Sketchy. Not my favorite, but it's light and easy. Keep an eye on it. I wouldn't roll one of those if I had my kids or different stuff. They get super hot too. It's amazing how hot they get. So you just gotta keep an eye on it. But it's pretty primitive wood stove action there, but it'll be good enough for just at least one fire to warm everything up. Fire at night, fire in the morning. Good to go. Well, it's a little slower evening than it was last night. Not quite as many birds, and the birds that are here know we're here. We already got close to 20 birds, so I'm not super motivated to pack up everything to go to a whole new spot for the evening shoot. Figure I'd just pluck a goose, start a fire, cook it up, have a good dinner, and if something happens to fly by, we'll be ready. Got my goose all cleaned up. About the size of a rotisserie chicken. Wrap that in tin foil, throw it in the coals. I'm just missing a fire. Should be done in a couple hours. Well, I'm about an hour into, probably an hour and a half into cooking my goose there. Hear it sizzling away, starting to smell good. Give it a little bit more time. Let's watch it. It's a real slow night. Haven't missed out on anything. No birds flying. The ones that are flying high and wide. But got dinner cooking, so it's all good. All right. Goose is almost done. Had a little flight, got a double. Couldn't get my camera out in time. I was running over here from checking on my food and got here just in time, and probably about 12 geese, and got 2 of them. So he already brought in one, and then that one I just winged. So nice having the big doggy. Yeah, you're working so hard. Yeah, you're working so hard. Got geese buried everywhere. It's right there. Whole line of geese. It's a good boy. Yeah. Yeah. You're just a big bird dog, aren't you? You're just a big bird dog. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful night. Birds a lot of them must have left, or, you know, more flats are opening up. So all this area all around here is flats like this, and this was the first one to open up with get the snow off it and have water exposed. A lot of the other flats were still had snow in them. So this is why I chose to hunt here, is because it was open. And they're going to come to that open area, but then as the days go by and the sun's high and it's warm during the day, it all just eventually melts off, and then it's just kind of harder to hunt because the birds are just really dispersed across the whole, this big huge flat. So this is why that first few days is really good before everything melts off. So man, been a great hunt. Holy smokes, close to, I think that was 20 birds right there exactly with those two. So 20 geese. And it's just man, I love doing this. This is why I live here. Live in Shagluck and be able to do stuff like this. It's a subsistence hunt, so we don't have bag limits on them for the days, so we just shoot as many as we need, and we could jar a lot of them, smoke a lot of them, and then just freeze a lot of them whole. Well, let's have a little look here. Oh yeah, she's looking pretty done, I think. Darn good. Wow. Tender, smoky. So good. Skin on there, so good. Glad I didn't cook it any longer. I got a little bit of salt and pepper in my box I always bring. Don't even need it. Not at all. Either that, or I'm just really, really hungry, or a little bit of both. I eat this whole thing, no problem. I mean, it is a lean bird in comparison to like a store-bought chicken or something, but far as wild game, these birds are pretty good. I'm glad I didn't let it cook any longer. Looking forward to that wood stove inside the tent. I gotta figure out that tent. Not my cup of tea. I'm an old school 6-pole Arctic oven, 12 by 12 with a floor in it. Everything stays up. This you gotta massage to get it right. Or get different stakes or something, I don't know. It's like that pole moves in the inside of that thing just a little bit. The stakes get all weird. I don't know, I just gotta mess with that. But it worked good, good enough. It didn't even rain or anything, I don't know. I just gotta figure it out. And I'm not one of those guys that like, I don't wanna come here, like it's light, but then you gotta like pound all these stakes. And then if you want it right, you gotta like tie up all these strings. You gotta have strings all over the place, tripping hazards all over to get everything tight. There's a lot of dicking around, man. Stay on the other side of the river now, after I get home with the kids. Might go ahead and start that fire inside the tent. Maybe grab one of these little burning logs and throw it in there and cheat. Let me tell you how nice that wood stove is right now. Oh my gosh, am I glad I cut that wood. Makes all the difference having that heat going, especially with wet feet. Oh, day. See you in the morning. The last morning out here, I was wondering why I was hearing birds all night long. It's like I was getting attacked in my sleep, especially starting about 4:30. About 6, I was like, all right, enough already. I'm getting up. And after a big flock flew over the top of the tent, it sounded like. Anyways, it all froze up hard. This is, can't walk on it, but it's a sheet ice everywhere. Got pretty darn cold. Really happy for that wood stove. And all my geese are talking over there. They must just have water open, and so makes them fly a lot more. Should be a good morning hunt. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna hunt till about 10 or 11 and then head home. Beauty day. Last of the birds, Thor. You did good, buddy. Now the real work begins. Right, got camped down, sleds loaded. This hunt's over. Heading home.